Welcome to Coach Taylor's class videos. Today we're going to be looking at application problems for inequalities. Remember, application problems just mean word problems with inequalities. So it's going to be very similar to our equations. We just have to pay attention at the very end to figure out which sign we need to use. So again, we're looking for our variable term, which is per, each, and every. $3.50 per hour, $75 each visit, $6 every month. And then whatever the per, each, or every is, that's what our x is. Next, we need our constant term. So our constant term is a one-time cost. It's a ladder rental. It's $156 for parts. It's an initial fee, and it's what we tack on at the very end. Then we're looking for our total. What was the total cost, total earned, all of those things. And then our final thing that makes the inequalities a little bit more difficult is we have to pick our inequality. So for less than or equal to, we're looking at no more, max, greatest, at most. For less than, fewer than, cannot exceed, no more. Greater than is more, higher than exceeds. Greater than or equal to is at least, minimum, no less than. And so those are some of the key words that as we're going through these problems, we're looking for to help us figure out which sign we want to use. So let's go through these problems and see if we can figure out. So Albert earns $3.50 for each hour he works. So I've got that magic word each. So I know I'm going to have 3.5x, and our x is going to be hours. If he wants to earn at least $52.50, how many hours must he work? So I know that my total is 52.5. And so let's look at our list to figure out what at least means. So if I'm looking here, at least tells me it's going to be greater than or equal to. Now, if you'll notice, there was no initial or fee or parts. There was just our variable term. So I don't need to worry about coefficients. I can just solve. So anytime I have a number next to a letter, that means multiply. The opposite is divide. What I do to one side, I must do to the other. My 3.5s cancel, so I'm left with x is greater than or equal to, and then let me get my calculator out. 52.5 divided by 3.5 is going to be 15 hours. So he needs to work at least 15 hours to earn $52.50. All right, our next problem. The daily production cost for a skate factory cannot be more than $5,400. So that's my total, $5,400. And then we're looking at cannot be more. So that would be the same thing as no more right here. So no more is going to be less than, not less than or equal to. So now let's keep reading our problem. It costs $15 in materials to make each pair of skates. So skates is going to be my x, and so it's going to be 15x. And the daily operating costs are $900. So plus 900. How many pairs of skates can be produced given these restrictions? All right, so now we need to follow our equation steps. I need to find my constant, which is 900. Flip the sign. What I do to one side, I do to the other. 5,400 minus 900. Hold on, my calculator's not liking. Minus 900. Oh, my goodness. Minus 900. Equals 4,500 is less than 15x. And so now I need to divide by my coefficient, and we're left with 300 is less than x. Now remember, when our x does not come first, we have to flip everything over. So it's going to be x is greater than 300 skates. So for the factory to make money, they must make more than 300 skates a day. And that is inequality word problems.